Welcome traders to the analysis of US oil and UK oil. Thanks for joining me here. My name is Vic. If you have been following my analysis, you know that I've been long on the oil around this time, and I was expecting some kind of retracement around here, and the market actually gave me a little bit of indication as well, but then it started to go upwards. It is right now it is overextended, and we can expect a little bit of correction from where it is right now. There are a few levels which you should be aware of if you are either long or short, because if you're long, then there can be a correction in this market, and if you want to look for a short opportunity, then also you should be aware of those levels. Now my perception, my over like you know my long-term bias on commodities overall is that the commodities are going to be bullish in 2021, but that does not mean that we can just leave the trade open for a long period of time. We must trade what we see. So right now, what do you see? I see that there is a W pattern happening right now on US oil, and this is the time we started to look for a long position when it was in 40s, and we were expecting a little correction here at around 53.5. There was a little bit of rejection from 200 moving average here, but that did not actually work out. Then the next level was going to be near about 60 level, or 58 or 60 level. We saw a little bit of rejection from the top, but the market overstretched because it wanted to reach a certain level. So what do we have right now on US oil? On US oil, obviously we are looking for a correction, and that correction can lead to a little bit of downward fall. And if that happens, then it can come back down into 60 or like near about 50 level or so. And where is that level? That level is around here. That's a supply zone. It has worked before, and it can happen again. However, because the market is right now overextended, and it is also strongly bullish, you need to wait for a proper confirmation without taking any trade, right? You need to wait for that, because there is a good possibility that it can lead into near about 66.90. So this is still in that supply zone here, but that's where it can go to. The next level that we are looking for is near about this here, which is going to be, give me just 1 second, just change that to, that is going to be 70.5, sorry, it's going to be 70.57 level. And after that, we are looking at 74.978. So near about this level or so, near about not there. So these are the levels which I'm looking for. And my bias, higher time frame bias is bullish, but for now I'll be looking for a retracement. I'm looking for a correction. If you are long, then you should be aware that the market can actually take a little bit of correction, because so far it has not been able to do so. You see, it tried here, didn't work out. Tried here, didn't work out. Tried here, it didn't work out. That usually means that whenever there is a correction, it usually comes quick and deep. So this can happen all the way down to this level as well, right? And you see that 50 is also kind of psychological level. So if it gets extended, then it will fall into the next level around here. So all of these levels can act as so as to say support and resistance, and at each of these levels you can look for either profit taking, or you can look for further opportunities in either direction based on the confirmation. Okay, and if the market starts to go upwards, then we are looking at these levels right there. But as I said, I'm personally looking for a retracement before making any kind of decision, but you never know, and that's why you need to wait for a confirmation. You see, the market has fallen before, and this looks like a good level to short. But you see, from the W pattern, the extended W pattern, this looks like it can actually lead to even higher prices. Okay, so that's US oil. Let's see what is happening on UK oil. On UK oil, I was expecting a correction right from this level, and there was a little bit of indication here, and the market created this nicer W pattern. This is actually a better W pattern than what we have on US oil, and that is why I started to build a position here. And when I'm building a position, I always wait for further confirmations. I start with one position, on one confirmation, then another one on the next confirmation, so things like that. And that did not work out, unfortunately, because you see, on US oil, it was supposed to go higher because it hadn't reached that particular level where it wanted to go to, and US oil is obviously going to sorry, UK oil is obviously going to follow US oil irrespective of the currency, because the oil is still oil. In international market, oil is still oil. So it obviously did not stop here, it started to go higher, and now where it is going to. Look at this again, similar sort of levels here. It can lead to fall a little bit, but it has further more levels depending on where you're looking at. There is a very important thing which is around here, that there is a gap at 61.9, it near about 62 area or so. So you have to be aware of that. There was a bear trap which was created here. The market fell right into that gap, but that gap has not been closed yet. So it can fall back down, back into 60 area or so, because that's where it can fall to, and that's where the 200 moving average is as well. So what we have is that the market can fall down. And again, I'm looking for a retracement. If you are long, then you should manage your positions, because it can retrace now. It can retrace any moment in time. As US oil, there was a little bit of blip here, little bit of blip here, little bit of blip here, but it has not been able to take a proper correction. So when the correction will come, it will come quick and deep. So you have to be careful with this. So the next level to watch out for is going to be obviously this level, which is the previous structure here. And then we also have 70.57, so which is going to be a minor level in the middle of it. So 70.57, that's a very good level here. Okay, so if I just expand so that you can see, so 70.57 is a very good level. And after that we have few other levels which I should be telling you about, and that's one is 71.47, 71.47.47. Okay, and then we have 74. Then we have give me just 1 second. So after that we have 73.53, 73.53, that's already there. And then next one is going to be around 76.806, 76.806. So 76.806. Okay, so these are the levels which you should be aware of on the bullish side, because if the market hits any of them, they can act as resistance. Now if the market starts to fall down, right, if the market is falling down, then what do we expect? Now we expect market to come down to this level here, which is what 65.17, near about that level. And if it keeps on falling down, then it can go to this level here, which is near about 60 or so. And remember, we already have this gap, so we should be marking that gap as well. So these are the levels which can be very, very important for UK oil. So overall, it is looking so far our long position, long position over time has been really, really good, but it is looking overextended and it needs some kind of correction. And if it is not going to take any correction, then that correction can be very quick and deep. So you have to be very, very careful with this market. If you're thinking of actually taking long position right now, that's not a good idea in my opinion, because it can fall any moment in time. Unless you want to hold that position for several weeks or months and you want to just ride the wave, you're a position holder, that's a different matter. But if you're swing trader, or even if you're medium term swing trader or something like that, somebody like that, then taking a long position in this market, other than day trading, is not a good idea in my opinion. Right, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, found this useful. If you did, hit the like button, support this channel to keep these videos coming for you, keep us motivated to bring more stuff for you for free. And hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and in the comment section below this video, let me know what you think about this analysis, what is your opinion, and how you find this analysis. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.